Hello YouTube, this is NarutoMan876 coming at you with a review of the 135th scale Guren Mark II from Code Geass Evolution of the Rebellion. This kit was released around 2007, I think about around the start of Code Geass R2, because Bandai really got late in the game with making these guys. It also came around the same time that the first 00 kits were being released, and you can see a few similarities between these and the 00 kits. Starting off with articulation, this guy is pretty good. The shoulders move out like this, and they can go up and down just at that joint, and the arms themselves can go up that far, almost pretty much all the way up, and pretty far down in front of themselves and all the way around. Now both arms have completely different articulation, and they are both completely different arms. Just completely different arms. Nothing is the same except for maybe the polycaps. This arm can bend over 90 degrees, but it's pretty good. I don't know why you would need it to go all the way and touch its shoulder, but that's pretty much what it does. This arm, like, it's really long, and it looks kind of weird to me how long this part of the arm is, and then how short this part is. It looks kind of odd, but it works. The hand is on a little ball joint, and it just swivels around, and it has a little grenade launcher here. This arm moves out pretty much the same, does all the same. It swivels under the elbow, so does this one. It swivels, this one's just a lot tighter. It goes, I think, a little less than 90 degrees when it bends, and the hand is on a hinge and on a peg, so it can go all the way around. Now the torso, you can move it up and down pretty good, and it can't go all the way around, but I don't know what you would need to, and what it does have is pretty good. Now for the legs, they can go up pretty high, and these don't really get in the way too much, except I think they get more in the way of this leg than the other one. This little piece of armor moves a little, and it can also twist and move around. It's on a very limited little peg and polycap joint system. The leg can bend about that much. These little toe things, this one moves a lot more, and this one's limited to that much, so that when you're having like a very wide-legged pose, it'll stop like that, so it won't be too hard to pose. I really like that limitation. The little foot toe piece it's really posable. It can go up that far. If you push it anymore, it'll pop this piece off. It can go side to side. It can do a lot. It's on a very wide ball joint. Now the head is also very articulated. It's on a little chicken neck joint. It's really similar to how high-grade Exia and those kits neck joints work, but different, also. Has a very nice chicken joint. Its head can go up that far, which is pretty damn far. And it can also turn all the way around. This joint, you should be careful because it's on a very long post that ends on a ball joint, and I could see it breaking or either getting really worn out and just getting really loose. Now, for gimmicks and accessories, first off, the cockpit can open, and you can see Colin in there. You have to paint her a lot. She's in all white. The cockpit, I can't show you here because my camera is really not that good, but there is a lot of detail in there. A lot. The screen is very well detailed. There's a lot of little buttons and panels in there, and overall it's just a really nice looking cockpit. You can close that up. Now if you remember from the show, Guren does have a knife, and you just pop off the hand, and it comes pre-attached to another hand on a fist, and you have to paint the yellow. This all comes in one color, in this shade of red, and I had to paint the yellow. It's really not that hard. The hardest part would probably be the masking, so you get that nice straight line right there, separating this color from the red. Let's see what else. Yeah. You can also pop off this red piece right here in the chest, and you get this really long wire, and it has a little red bit in the end, and you just put it into the chest, and you can recreate the slash harken very nicely. And since it's a nice bendable wire, you can get a lot of interesting effects with it, like it's launching out of the chest, like explosion. You can do that, and you just pop this back in. Stupid nipple piece. Pop in, damn it. Alright. There we go. It also comes with a standing figure of Colin, which is also all white. And there you can see how big it would be compared to this size mech. This is actually a pretty small mech in anime, like in general. This isn't even medium size. This is pretty small for a mecha. You can see there. You can see better. And probably the feature that is the best and most widely known feature is this. The elbow pretty much just comes apart and expands, and then this piece also pulls out. It's very nice, and you can also manipulate. Sorry, the rubber strap came off. You can also extend this joint outwards and get a much longer reach. And Guren, you can pose it attacking the Lancelot if you have that model, and grabbing onto it, and it looks very, very nice. As you can see, the little rack thingy in the red thing in the palm is very nicely done. It's a gray piece with the same plastic color as this, just a little circular piece, and it looks very, very nice. Overall, I would recommend this model. Even if you're not a fan of Code Geass, I would just recommend this model 100%. It comes very nicely very nice glossy plastic. It has these rubber pieces for the gun belt strap thingy. And I forgot to mention the land spinners do come out, and the wheels are rubber. The only negatives I would say is the knife, and that's a very, very small negative. And what's really good about this is you don't have to paint anything at all. The color separation and molding in this guy is amazing. Really, the only thing you have to paint, and it's very, very optional, is these little black parts right here that I didn't even think I was gonna do them, but I decided, what the hell, I just did it because I was bored. This is a very, very nice model, and it's very, very affordable. It's about, you can probably get it for $16 to $20 on an online store, like Hobby Wave. Unfortunately, Gundam Store and more does not carry these series. There's only one really big complaint I have, is the size. Yeah, it's about the size of a high grade, and for $20, which is what you're probably gonna find it for, that's pretty much the cost of a 1/100 scale Gundam model. I wish they were a little taller, maybe that big, but overall it's worth it. I would say if you're getting this guy, get him when you're getting a lot of models. Like if you're getting a master grade or a couple of high grades, get this guy along with him. Because I got this guy alone on eBay, $16, and then it was like another $15 for shipping, so it came out to be $30. And really, if you're gonna pay that much for it, you're gonna feel like, yeah, you paid too much for it, of course. But if you get it with a bunch of other kits, it'll be worth it. A little tip for panel lining this guy. If you're gonna panel line him, what I used was this, a green Sharpie, and it actually looks very nice against the red, this green. That's a tip I should give you. Green works really well with panel lining red. Like, I panel lined the feet in the green and some parts on the chest. There's really not much panel lining you need to do with this guy. But overall, highly recommended. Very, very nice model. And that's pretty much all I have to say about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next review.